Good morning, LTSM community. Today is Monday, February 15th, 2021 at 6:45 a.m. Thank you for being here with me this morning to accompany me as always in our morning meditation sessions. For those of you who have been following, thank you for being here each day. It means a lot to me because this is one of the things that helps me be motivated to do this every day. I don't always have the most discipline sometimes. And so knowing that there are people who I who are waiting for me and who are enjoying what we're doing, it really helps me out and makes me excited to do this each day. Since it's Monday, let's talk a little bit about breathing. And on this channel, we practice Vipassana meditation. Vipassana meditation is a form of meditation that is centered in the experience of breathing. Um, and the reason for that is, of course, that breathing is basically the most fundamental thing for our existence. Um, we can only survive a few minutes if we're not able to breathe in the best of situations. And so, really, just biologically speaking, breathing really is the foundation upon which our life rests. And the reason why we focus on it so much in meditation is just for that reason, because uh, oftentimes in life we can sort of get distracted by a lot of the details and forget some of the more fundamental things. And so the idea behind focusing meditation on breathing is to go back to the fundamental. And in that way, we can recognize that sometimes some of the details are not as important as maybe we think, or they don't really deserve the importance that we give to them, or um, that first we need to be in a calm mind state in order to deal with those other issues that are going on. And the first thing that we need to do is to take care of the essential. And in this case, we're talking about breathing, because without breathing, again, we won't be here at all. And so when we can spend some time making some contact with the fundamental, then it can make the rest of our day-to-day interactions and chores and things that we need to do a little easier and a little more possible to deal with. So we're going to practice deep breathing techniques during our meditation session. Many years ago, I read a book called The Dao of Natural Breathing. And this book changed me a lot, changed the way that I understand breathing, and made me conscious of certain habits and things that I practiced that maybe I should change, and is something that has really made like a big impact in my life, was reading this book, because I still today um, apply the teachings of the book. And one of the most important things from this book was the idea of deep breathing versus shallow breathing. And so, since it's Monday, I thought this would be the perfect time to start off the conversation with just a few comments about deep breathing. So, it's important to remember that deep breathing happens not up here in the chest, but down here in the abdomen. In our abdomen, we have a muscle called the diaphragm. It's kind of like a dome-shaped muscle, and if we when we're able to use the diaphragm in our breathing, we're actually able to push it down, and that allows our lungs to open up more completely and take in more air and therefore more oxygen, and therefore more oxygen in the brain. And so in order to practice this deep breathing, one of the things that we need to pay attention to is our abdomen. And basically, the idea is that we should feel kind of like an inflation, almost like you were inflating a balloon, but down here in our stomach. Okay? So if you've ever seen a statue of the Chinese Buddha, you'll notice that he has a nice big stomach, and that's one of kind of a symbol of his ability to breathe deeply. And so we're going to breathe deeply. That means expanding our stomach. So we should feel an inflation in the stomach as we breathe in, as we inhale, and then as we exhale, the stomach should contract. Okay? Another detail to pay attention to is the shoulders. When we a fun experiment is to maybe try this with your family, with your friends, is to ask somebody to take a deep breath. It's a very common thing that you might see somebody immediately go like this. You might. Here we have an immediate signal that we're doing something wrong that we shouldn't be doing. Because deep breathing again is happening down here, not up in the chest, and so our shoulders should be relaxed, hanging down. So we're going to begin our deep breathing. Remember that we should try to make the process of the breath elongated, means extended, calm and slow, gentle, not forcing anything, but trying to get the deepest breathing. So as we inhale, we're inhaling through our nose, slowly, feeling the expansion of our stomach. And as we exhale through the mouth, we're feeling the stomach contract. One thing that's important is that we try and exhale fully and completely. Just as we try to inhale lots of air, we want to also make sure that we're exhaling all of that air to make space and possibility for the next breath. Breathe in. And out. In. And out. Focusing our attention on the air entering our body and the air leaving our body. Focusing our attention on what is fundamental and essential. Other things may grab our attention. Could be other people or animals in the room. Could be a noise outside. Could be a sensation in our bodies. And that's okay. It's okay to be distracted, and it's okay to lose our focus. The real important exercise is in recognizing that we've lost focus and then bringing or directing our attention back to the breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. In and out. Now you continue at your own speed. Each time you're distracted, remembering to bring your attention back to your breathing. Thank you very much for your company this morning. Thanks to Anna for all of her help in the meditation. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.